Wow, I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of greens. These trees are getting real big. Wow. Welcome back to Grow Moringa Farms in Plant City, where the trees grow super big. My goodness. It's a jungle out here. It sure is. But one of the things that I can do while I'm here is just take a look at some of the things to make a small harvest. And so we'll just set these aside right now. Oh, look at the chaya. Look at the chaya starting to come up here. That's beautiful. We'll take care of a few little things while we're here. It's really just a little maintenance trip, a little harvesting trip. Set some greens aside. This one's kind of going in the middle. So I'm just going to grab that. Set that aside for right now. This one's in the middle. These are in the middle here. So we'll pull that out. And just noticing how there's 3 on this one. We can bring that down to 1 and then cut it. So that way it's split somewhere up here. So that way it kind of looks like this with a split. This one is just going to fall off. It's low. This one's coming off to the side and out into the aisle. And so let's just leave this one and then we trim that. And then that is how we can kind of determine where the tree is going to go in the future. Oh, this one's kind of cool. This one's just kind of coming into the middle. Oh, beautiful. And then we can get this back. And that kind of really brings this tree quite a bit back. This one's coming just in the middle here, like this. So I'm going to bring that one back. Hopefully this screen isn't too wet now. There's lots of water out here. This lets us get a nice harvest. Brings the tree back. They're starting to get really heavy with water. You can see it's raining every day now. And so let me get in here. And there's lots of little weeds that pop up in here. Like this vine weed that started coming up in here last year. I saw it. And now it's kind of just taken over this area. I need to eradicate it, honestly. So at least I chopped it there. It's bringing Moringa down with it. See how it's just like vining here. That's what happens. I don't necessarily want to take this up and spread it anywhere. So sometimes when you find something like this out in the field, it's invasive. Like this really vine. This is super destructive. And look, it's even taken over the chaya that's here. There's a chaya here. And it's vining up the chaya as well. Just suffocating it. So try to find the the root of it and bring it back to the root. It's really been spreading out here. It's all over the ground here. But this one's just kind of coming up in the middle anyways, off to the side. And it's got this vine on it. Look at this, all the way up here. So I won't spend too much more time on this one right now. I'll come back. That way we can see more of the field. But at least you can see some of the first little things that happen behind the scenes when you're just going on a walkabout and you just want to grab some greens. Sometimes there could be some invasives taking your trees out. Look at this vine on here. Yikes. But you got to take care of the babies. I don't have anything in this spot yet. But let's see if we can at least, I don't know if we're going to be able to come across the origins, but for some reason it was in this area last year too. And so kind of want to find out where they're coming from. I think I cut this here. And we'll start bringing the mower out here more too. I'm actually going to get some help today. Someone's going to come out and help me with getting these greens. All right, we're back. Yes, some of these trees are getting super big out here in the field, and they're starting to grow up in the middle of the walkway. So we're at least pulling back the walkway ones. Nice. And we're just going to set some greens aside. This one's just looking like she's stretching. We'll get her back as well. This one's just hanging over, so we're going to get her back as well. This is just kind of coming into the walkway here. Woo! If you want to get a shower, these babies are dripping with water right now. Everything is so moist. Jeez, these trees are soaking. All right, and there's lots of like suckers coming up on this one, just intertwined everywhere in the middle. And so we can just at least pull a few greens off of this one. There's just so much going on in the middle of this tree now. Let's at least space it out and thin it out a little bit. Wow. Yeah, lots of action going on. It's nice now though. Everything's got kind of like 2 or 3. Just taking this out in the middle and bringing everything kind of back to just popping tops, making things more bushy. Since we're here, that one's kind of going out more into the aisle. So I can bring that one back and then keep this one. Nice. These two are also stretching tall, and so let's just structure it like that and have it come back from here. Yeah, that looks good. This tree is going to be massive. She's already doing big things. She was actually cut back. Bring these back. Don't really need those suckers down here. Don't really need this one that's fallen over. Nice. You can see that beautiful tree. Oh yeah. Wow, all of these trees are starting to get really big. The Mexican sunflowers, I gotta get in here and really trim back. But right now, we're just kind of grabbing some greens from trees. We're just, oh shit. I thought that was a snake for a second. There are big black snakes out here, that's for sure. And the grass is really tall right now. I'm just kind of really looking at things that might be just possibly going into the aisles, just to kind of keep the aisles really nice and cleaned up, and bringing some tops back. Anything that's kind of going in the middle, I can take advantage of right now, and just grab anything. Bring things back to the second tier. You know, that's going to really just help inspire this tree to push really out too. If I can just come by and just talk to and look at and maybe reach out to each one of these trees at least once a week or so, once a month. Wow, look at this. There's lots of action going on in this field right now. I just planted a few trees. See, and then on this side of the field we have a different kind of vine. So there's just vines coming in from everywhere. Chaya. Look at these vines, man. These are a different kind of vine. Yep, that's why you just gotta kind of keep things back and start to grow protective plants, protective measures, put things in protective measures. It's like an ecosystem out here. There's so many little bugs and animals. See, this tree is really beautiful. Oh, there's a little piece coming out to the middle here. Let's kind of just bring that back. This piece can be trimmed back here too. These pieces are just getting kind of tall. Anything that's starting to get really tall, I'm really just wanting to keep the trees shorter. These are now really getting to be some big trees. And spacing them out and making sure that they have their own space is important. And might as well just pop tops and bring back any lowers. These lower branches won't really grow back, but they will grow new stems. So see how I'm just kind of cleaning up the aisleways, at least with these. Can be dropped. They're yellowing anyways, but just to kind of clean up the aisle, I can even just grab these and at least pop back some of the stretching growth here. It's a good time. It's summertime. All this is super fresh. It's the best time of the year to just get the trees trimmed up now that it's starting to get really wet. Grab anything that's lower, that's yellowing and falling, making space. So I just cut that one that was coming in. Now we have two here. That could potentially be a nice low sprouting base. Every time we hit a tree, and we can just kind of take a look at it a little bit more. here. Oh, see, this is lower. That can be taken. Nice, that cleans it up quite a bit. And also cleans up the aisle. That's really what I want, is to clean up the aisles. Clean up any of these lowers that are just kind of hanging here. Just kind of cleans up this area. Lets the rains dry away. It's raining every day now, so really want to get, you know, the area around the tree just cleaned up like this, at least a little bit. Bring it back. Doesn't need to be much, just enough to let it dry out, just to give it some space. Just by doing that though, everything around it will also just die back for the next week or so. Just naturally, just once you just kind of like hit it to the side a little bit, it'll be good. Wow. Yeah, we'll be able to grab a little. Oh, here we got a pumpkin coming in. Yep, Seminole pumpkin. That's what I want. That's the vine that I want. That's good. Oh, look, the chaya already has butterflies and moths. Beautiful things on them. This is just kind of coming into the aisle. Let's go ahead and take that. Super wet, drenched with water. Water is life. Beautiful. Yeah, let's just get some of these pieces back. Getting lots of really healthy greens. I just noticed that these are also really yellowing down here. I want to give this tree some attention and open her up in the center a little bit, making sure she's good. Yeah, she actually looks really good. This might be crowded over here. This might be crowding this over here. Yeah. That looks a little bit better. This one's kind of weird. Just gonna take that off. And then that. And then that. And then that. And then that. That way she's nice and short. And she'll really begin to stretch out now. Design is key. That's all we're doing right now, cleaning her up. She's gonna get some sun in there, and she's gonna pop out really nice greens. They're not gonna be yellow. Nice. Instead of continuing to put the energy into this leaf or anything, just go ahead and drop them. Clean her up. Give her some space, and she'll come back 10x. In like a week, she'll be huge. That's good. She's got some green still on her. Lovely. Wow, a lot of this stuff is just coming into the aisle. That's really all I want to focus on, is any tree that's coming into the aisle. It might be, whew, that was wet. That was a drip drop. There we go. Any suckers really at the bottom are important to just grab right now. Those are just kind of suffocating that one. This one's just kind of coming to the aisle anyway. This one can be brought back now. Yeah, that really cleans it up just enough right there. This one's kind of weird and wonky. This one's going into the middle. Let's just get this back. Here. Oh, nice trias coming in. This one's just coming into the aisle. And we can get some of this back. I want to see how sturdy she is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These are all messed up in the aisle. All right. Get those back. And then try to maybe even open her up a little bit more down here. like this one's coming straight up and then in, and I can just bring this back, and that opens her up there. Then bring that back there, and that'll split. Bring that back, and that'll split there. This one is just coming into the aisle, so I will take it low. Every different cut has a little bit of a purpose, but this one's coming up straight, and so I'm going to cut her there, and I can always bring some of these greens back with me. This is just lower suckers. I'm trying to just make some space down here so that way she dries out. She doesn't get too heavy without falling over. Looks like she's already fallen over a little bit. She's leaning and soft oak mulch. Yeah, so we're in the field here, and it looks like she's already fallen over quite a bit. Let's see if I can just put her upright a little bit more. I think that's really what I'm trying to achieve here with this trunk. I can see how it was falling over. So I'm just going to compact some of this soil down in here. And then probably have to bring in some. But see, now she's really in a better position. And if I need to, it looks like just by bringing down some of this extra weight, especially on the side that's fallen over. You see, just by moving some of this soil and bringing it over, it helps to put her back right. You know, it's just raining a lot out here, and I could bring in a little bit more soil here. And so just lighten her up a little bit would help, and that's what we did, I think, here. We achieved that here. We really lightened up this top on this side. Oh yeah. Let's just go ahead and keep some of that weight on this side. Let's just do that. And we got some trees down here that are stretching. Might as well get some of these babies back. Look at this. This is kind of like standing ground right here for sure. Love it. Really good shape. Bring back some of this mulch from around the base. Yeah, real solid. This one's just kind of coming up in the middle here. It's got 2 and then 3. Could possibly just let this one go in the middle, and then bring this back up here, and bring this back, and bring that back. That's tier 1 going into tier 2, and it's got 3 nice base stems coming up. So we'll grab all these greens here in a minute, but I just wanted to see how all of our babies were doing now. Good. Now that we're getting some consistent rains, things are starting to really come in nice. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here at Grow Moringa Farms. I'm really grateful for this beautiful space that we have. As the sun comes up. Wow. Just being out here for a few minutes is so lively and just helpful in my health, because I love being outside and in nature, and I really love this job. It's a nice job to have. Yeah, what I can start doing is like engineering and designing these trees to have multiple layers to them. Really just kind of open these trees up, and that'll really help them to get big. Just that right there really help that tree open up. Get rid of those two big pieces in the middle. We're just grabbing anything that's coming into the aisle and also crowding down below, any suckers, by cutting that there, trimming her there. That's going to get bushy there. We don't need these little babies coming up. We already got 3 solid bases, and this one's just kind of coming out into the aisle. But this one could be cool here, and nice. And we already have one that's coming up there. This is just kind of coming into the aisle. These are just weird. But there's 2 here now that are coming up this way, sideways. And I could bring those 2 up nicely, and they'll fill up this space here in more of a sideways trajectory. So a centipede there. This could be nice. Just get rid of some of these suckers down in here. That could be nice. Wow. Wow, this is just kind of growing up wonky. So let's just get that cut back. And maybe reveal some of the base. I need to definitely get some of these Mexican sunflowers back, but I'll wait to do that. I just really want to trim up some of these greens together. We get a lot of questions about maintenance and how much can they earn, and a big part of that is based upon how much you harvest, because you see how I come out here and I just grab a little bit off of my tree every so often. You know, it's not about, say, like 2 or 3 or 4 big harvests a year, but it's more like 10 to 20 little harvests, like what I do off of each tree. I mean, you can just see in the amount of videos over the last 6 months, 7 months, I've been out here already 20 times. Just doing little things like this, just grabbing enough to get back and drying. I can bring back a little bit of these Mexican sunflowers now, at least just a little bit, just so we could walk through here. Wow. Yeah, it's good to just come in here, get some of these things just handled back. You know, it's just a part of being in Florida. Things grow fast. But isn't this beautiful? Wow, this is just really kind of going in the aisle. I'll go ahead and just grab that. Drop her back here. You can go to another aisle. Oh, look, little drumsticks here. Each one of these rows has about 10,000 little babies. There's about 5,000 in this plot, 5,000 in this plot. I got to get the grass cut back. Let's see what we got going on over here in the first row. Wow, lots of drumsticks, lots of growth. Wow. Yeah, these trees are getting real nice. Beautiful. Sometimes I don't even know what to grab. They look so good and beautiful, but I know just by cleaning up the lowers, and anything that I start to see reveals some of the work that I've already done and shown me where some of the pathways to go already for me. Some of these continue to go into the middle, like this one here that I'm going to pull, and that's going to continue to open that up more. Makes this one more prominent. And then just taking a look at what we've got going on low. Keep things low. Things are just kind of in here mucking up the place. Suckers, I call them. And then anything coming in the middle. And that really just opens it up, makes things a little bit more clear. Yeah, anything low like that, and boom, before you know it, you got yourself a little harvest. Got some drumsticks on here low, but I think by just popping these tops, it's going to inspire this tree to bush out even more, so we could still have drumsticks down low and have the capacity for sprouting new greens as well. Just going to get things that are coming in the aisle. Might be low, crowding, bushing, any lower parts of the trees, and then also anything that I see really green and stretching, just popping those tops, bringing back any lowers, and then just being consistent with that is helpful for having a goal and a vision for the plants working together. That one's just kind of low. These are starting to get big, tall, and stretch. Even if I'm not able to hit every single tree right now, I can get these in the dry racks, and then I can always come back in a few days and grab a few more. Everything reveals itself every time. Every time you come out, there's something new that just gets revealed. This is just kind of coming in the middle here. See, just pull that out. Boom. This one's just kind of wonky coming out into the middle there. And then these are really starting to stretch. This one's just kind of going in the middle. It's already kind of compressed there. This is just kind of coming in the middle. So I can just really open these trees up. This is just crossing this one. This one's just coming into the middle. This one's just coming into the middle. These little suckers down low, these little suckers down low, opens the tree up. That looks good. That looks a lot better. Yeah. Beautiful. And see, really just maybe grabbing the ones that are big, the ones that are tiny, let them shoot up a little bit. See, lots of little signs walking by, just with things coming into the middle, just crowding in the middle. Open this tree up a little bit more. This one's really starting to get solid down in here, and she's really starting to get big. She was already pretty big before, but now she's coming back. The mulch has really had to settle to make soil. Man, there's a couple of big plants out here now. Oh yeah. Beautiful. See this? Just kind of stretching out into the middle of the aisle. We can grab that. I can come through here, grab the mower. See, even just walking through is like natural grass, mowing the grass, because now even just walking through here, having walked through here, it's nice. This one's bushy. Lots of suckers on this baby down low. just coming into the aisle. Let's go ahead and just bring some of this back. Any weird low suckers? Oh yeah, there's lots of stuff in here. Jeez. But by structuring this tree, wow, do we really want to keep even that whole sucker over here? This whole thing is a sucker. Look at that. Boom. And even this one. That'll open it up. And this one. And then that will, I do believe, really result in a massive tree. Oh yes. Nice. Sweet. Sweet candy. You guys are looking amazing. Wow. Lots of things happening here on the horizon. You guys are really showing me that you like growing here, so thanks. Wow. So many cool designs and everything happening in here all the time. See, I'm just kind of grabbing lowers and little things. Really just finding the structure of it and then kind of looking up and saying, you know what, maybe we can pull things back that are going in different places. This is just kind of coming up in the middle, but look at that. We could open that up. Boom, comes right out. Same thing with this one though. It's just kind of coming right there. It's just so wet out here that you gotta like really be careful of the cuts. Yeah, want clean cuts. It's just kind of coming into the middle here. Even this one's just kind of, there we go. And then boom, boom, boom. That really just kind of focuses on the aisleway. Yeah. All right, that might be it. That might be it for the day. Do we have a little bit more time? Might have a little bit more time. And get a few more greens. We're still rolling. I put a hibiscus right here. She's doing okay. Yeah, we can grab a few more greens together. Hit the aisles. See if there's anything wonky or anything that we could just trim back right now together. Yeah. This really helps. Gets the sunlight back in. Then we get to pull any suckers that are down low. That's going to put the energy back into the ones that are here. Dropping any lowers, they're going to fall off anyways. That'll act as some fertilizer. Just thinning out any competitive branches that is preventing it from really having its most successful growth, like these suckers here that are just coming into the middle like that. This is one that's wonky coming off to the side. This is just coming into the middle like that. Just really opening up the center and making these trees nice, big, wide. This is nice. She's got a really solid space here. This one's just kind of coming in. This one, I'm going to actually open that up. Then we've got two solids that we trim here. And then from here, we're going to have a ton of solids because it has its nice own space. And I like how this one's growing. It's starting to grow really like wide into the space. There we go. Let's pull some of that back, and anything that's just kind of sucking and going into the aisle. Bring anything back that's stretching. If it has like 18 inches worth of runway, then I'm bringing that back. So that way that begins to split. I want the splits to happen before 18 inches everywhere. I don't want it to be more than 18 inches without a split. And that way we maximize the amount of tears that are happening by the time she's about head high. That's the goal. Really just designing the trees the way that we like them. Oh, that's coming in the aisle. I think that really could be a really good harvest for now. Believe it or not, there's probably lots of greens on the floor here. And I could probably get a lot more. Look at this vine here. Boom, got it. But now it's all the way up here. Oh, okay, that was good. Bring some of this back. Also, just being able to open it up prevents it from having any excess vines and stuff on it too. Getting this open, boom, open that up a little bit more. Bring this back and top these up. Good. Pull back some of these yellows anyways, let it get some air. Find out where any suckers are that might not be going in the direction that you want. And keep the ones that you do want. Wow. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and just start organizing and taking a look at how much greens we have now. And then we'll get back to you next round. Get anything that's stretching. I'm going to go ahead and eat some lovely bananas for breakfast that just came off the banana rack. And I got some help coming in that's going to help me get these separated. And on the racks, we have to separate the greens from the branches. Look at that. Boom. This tree is going to be massive. I just want to keep it, see how moist and wet that is right there. You want to keep it from being able to just stay too wet because it's raining every day now. So we want it to be able to dry out a little bit. Just give it a little bit of runway. Drop any of these lowers. And then she'll put the energy into making some fresh new ones. Nice. Wow. Okay. Should we get a couple over here? We haven't been over here yet. Oh, that's the Vitex Laurel is coming back here. Nice. I put a little pollinator plant right here. And yeah, these greens, these trees definitely need some attention just to get some of these weeds back. And some of these greens from the aisle. So let's do that. Lots of suckers here. This one's just kind of coming into the middle. See, look, just right away, open her up. Boom, boom. This one's just not really serving it. This one can be brought back now. Now we can really see what's going on. Yeah. I like that. This one's just kind of going into that one. This one, take that off and that really opens it up. See that? I did the same thing with this here. And then that allows these to go big and that allows this one to go big. Oh yeah. Wow. Probably are lots of snakes under my feet. There's lots of big old mushrooms. Look at that. Look at that big old mushroom. Wow. We hit a field of giant mushrooms. Jeez, that's cool. Oh yeah, oak mulch. See, just by not coming through here in like a month or so, because I cut these trees back like a month ago, and then what that does is it makes a lot of suckers. And then you just got to come back and really just keep grabbing the suckers, because if you've already made your structure, then you know what's essentially going to be kept. Like that one was a whole new solid wood piece coming in the middle. Just bring it back a little bit. Checking out if there's any sucker. Oh yeah, lots of suckers here in the middle there. Boom. I really opened that up. This now is coming into the middle. Let's open that up. But it looks good. It's not really like hitting the aisle too much. Got a little chaya here. Wow, the weeds are just as tall as the chaya. I want to get this chaya getting big here. So, pull some of these weeds back. Jeez. Super thick. Oh, that's Florida in the summer. All right. I think that's a good little harvest. We went through pretty much every little aisle. Grabbed lots of stretching. Still a little bit more that I can see, that I can get. And I'm also going to come through here and bring back some of these Mexican sunflowers, really shorten this field up a little bit. The chopping of the Mexican sunflowers will also allow me to bring the weeds back, because I'm going to lay them down. Oh, look at this. This baby's just falling over. It's big old branches, fresh new branches. So let's go ahead and strategically get that back. This is just going in the aisle, so I'll hit that. There she goes. What a beautiful walkabout. See, just by getting those down in the aisle, I can get the weeds back significantly. I plan on using this as kind of like my lawnmower. This is really just kind of coming into the aisle quite a bit now. So I'm just going to bring that back. And also this one back here. And this just widens up the tree even more. Oh, good. See, that goes that way. Actually, I'll probably just bring that back too. That way it just starts inspiring to go up. This is kind of weird and low. Boom. Boom. That looks so good now. Lots of little suckers that came up that we can grab. They're just come in the middle, and then that's it. Don't need to do much. Oh, wow, this one has lots of little low runners. Wow, that's all grown up just in the last couple weeks. That was wild. Oh, we got to get some of these weeds back. Reveal some of these lowers. Bring some of this back a little bit. See what we're working with down here. Looks like we've got 2 strong nodes coming up from a base, a split base. Let's see. Okay. Make sure it's just not falling over. So we can even push up a little bit. This is where even just bringing in some soil in some of these areas is good. There she is. Nice. This one's just weird going horizontal. Let's get that. And then these are just kind of coming in the middle. But other than that, this tree will get massive here as we just keep watching and caring for it. Fixing her up, straightening her up, making sure she gets air, making sure she doesn't get bogged down with too many low hanging stuffs. Nice. That'll solid her up. Trim that right there. That way that splits and gets bigger there. Yeah. That way she doesn't just get too heavy over here. Yeah, just do some compaction because the mulch that we planted in, excuse me, the mulch that we planted it in is breaking down, and there might be holes in there. There might even be pests and bugs and bunnies and snake dens down here. So we want to, just keep compressing the soil around it. I can feel lots of air bubbles, and it just is a part of growing in mulch. But just by compressing that in, now she's standing up nice and straight. It gives me a little workout too. Clears me out. I need to get some tea. Need to get some wonderful moringa tea in my system. Oh wow, the citrus came back. I don't know if the avocado came back. I don't think so. Yeah, she might not. So, might have lost the avocado, but looks like we were able to keep the citrus, the satsuma, alive, and she's now doing well and spreading new tips. Isn't that beautiful? So she made it. Barely. Didn't really have a chance to water too much out here, but it was a real dry, like 2 months right when we planted her. We could have probably waited a few weeks and had a little bit better success, but maybe I can replace her with another one. That was a Brogden avocado. And really would love to have some more grafted fruit trees out here and some more berry bushes and a few other things. Yeah. Wow, what a peaceful morning. Grabbing up some greens. I can now see a little bit more in the fields. I can see through the trees a little bit more. That gives me a little bit better feeling that they're not bushing out too much and getting yellowed out and crowding. And even just walking down the outside of the aisles is nice too, to see things. I really wish this sweet almond would come back. I don't know. I really wish she would come back, sweet almond. Oh, she also probably just got really stressed out from that dry time, but I don't see any buds on here. I really wish there was. Wow. These trees are getting pretty big. Oh yes. We can just continue to just kind of come around anywhere that we missed and just take a look at the lowers first and stretch anything that's stretching. Just grab, especially if it's low. Perfect. See, even just that right there helped to open this tree up a lot. Things that you didn't see a couple months ago, now that the tree is getting bigger, just reveals itself. And really all you want to do is give the ones that are already thick and big a chance to get bigger by pulling off any of these suckers. So anything that's going in the middle that doesn't serve, that you don't want in there, just take with gratitude and thanks. Thanks, Miss Moringa. Thank you, thank you. And wow, just that right there really beautifies that tree up. All right, now we're getting our day going. It's probably about 9 o'clock. Had a little bit of time in here before it gets too hot. Had a chance to look at several trees. lots of animals out here. Might be messing with somebody's home. So just gotta be careful. And wow, look at this. Beautiful tree here that we can just kind of clean up the suckers first, just to kind of keep preventing anything from trying to come up low that we don't want. And that just cleans it up. Easy. Because now it's starting to get so big that we just want the lower to be clean so we can stand in it and then get into the second tier. So anything like this, just come in the middle. That's it. Look at that. That's super open. Now it has a chance to just get massive. All of that was pretty much cut back last week or 2 weeks ago. Beautiful. Lots of suckers on this one. But I do like this one that's coming in low over here this way, so I'll keep it. And just kind of pull anything else off that's just in the middle. And stretch. Stretch. This one's actually just coming into the aisle, so I'll grab that one. But then, boom. Nice. Anything that's just crowding really helps to solidify the structure. Yep. We got somebody coming in. Yes, we do. All right. Let's do our thing, and we'll get back to you soon. Peace and love.